Are you ready to nail party? Hello, I'm Tammy Taylor, president of Tammy Taylor Nails, and today I'm so excited to demonstrate for you how to do a long, high arch, almond-shaped sculptured nail with forms. And what's so great about learning this technique is you're going to be able to do many different styles, like the ballerina or the coffin shape, a modified stiletto, and many more. Now let's get started. I always start with sanitizing. Sanitize your hands and your client's hands. And the sanitize is available in peach and gardenia. Now I'm going to remove the nail polish. Use a towelette and the peach polish remover. The polish remover is also available in gardenia and peach. So they match and everything smells so good. This polish remover is so good, it's so fast. Then we're going to etch the nail. I'm going to use my disposable, peel and stick disposable file system 100 grit etcher. And the way you etch the nails eliminates 75% of lifting. And I'm going with the way the nail grows. Just putting little white scratches on the nail, no heavy filing. Then all these little scratches look like little hills and valleys on the nail. And then the product can adhere to the natural nail. Go with the way the nail grows. Push back the cuticle. Make sure there's no skin grown up on the nail. If there's any skin on the nail, then the product's going to lift. So it's really important that get all the way around that cuticle area. Go with the way the nail grows all the way out to the free edge. Make sure there's no shiny spots. If there's any shiny spots, then your acrylic could lift off of that area. And etching the nail is important in every type of nail service, even if you're doing gels. You have to make sure the nail's prepared properly, so that way you don't have any lifting. What's nice about this etcher is when you're all done, it's disposable. You just peel it off and throw it away. Then you put a new little etcher on when you do your next client. It's not only sanitary, but it also always gives you a really good surface to etch with. So your etching goes really fast, and you don't have to apply a lot of pressure to the nail in order to etch the nail. Get in the sides here, in the nail groove, make sure there's no shiny spots. You don't want the acrylic peeling away from the edges. Now I'm going to use my tritium stone. This is like extra insurance, just to make sure there's no skin on that natural nail. Because if there's any skin grown up on that natural nail, it will cause lifting. Okay, then use your plastic manicure brush to dust off the nail. I always use the disinfectable plastic manicure brush. I don't use a cosmetic brush because you can't disinfect it in between clients and you can spread germs. Now I'm going to apply my primer, my first coat of primer. Non-lifting nail primer, and I have it inside my primer holder. And then I dab it off a little bit before I prime so I don't get excessive primer on the nail. And then I wipe it off before I put it back into my primer so I don't contaminate my primer. So I always put a little wipe it or a towelette inside my primer holder. And this little bottle can prime 1,000 nails, so that tells you how sparingly you use it. You only need a little bit. Now the first coat of primer I let dry, and then I'm going to apply a second coat of primer right before I apply the acrylic. So while it's drying, I'm going to apply my nail forms. Now when you're doing the almond shape, I like the form to tilt down just a little bit. I don't want the form going up. It just gives it a prettier shape. So I might not even split the edge here. I just leave it together. That way the form will go down just a little bit. Good. Put your curve in the form. Place the curve under the free edge. Stick it down and stick down your wings. Put the curve under the free edge, stick it down, stick down your wings. Make sure you have a nice little curve in your form. Makes it easier to put it under that free edge, makes it fit better. Now with the thumb, I will have to split the thumb because the knuckle's bigger. But I just want to make sure that I still keep that form slightly tilted down towards the free edge. What I mean by tilted down, I don't want the form to go up. I want the form to slightly angle down. So the closer your little tabs are, the more the form tilts down. The farther apart, the more the form goes up. So we're going to just slightly touch those little tabs there. There. That way it's just a slight angle. I will be using the Trina Prisma. This is a super opaque light pink. And I will be using the extra adhesion nail liquid. Set my nail primer right here and a towelette. The extra adhesion nail liquid is really good for clients who need a little extra adhesion, who might be prone to lifting. Also, it's a little slower setting, but it still gives you that really good look for your pinks and your whites. I'm going to apply my second coat of primer, so my primer is wet. When I apply my acrylic, dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. Place this ball onto the free edge area, let it flow, and pat it up, bring it up, pat it across. I'm going to get a little liquid here. I'm going to start shaping it into my almond shape. Stroke it out just a little bit. Wipe off your brush, dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. This is your second ball. Place this ball halfway down the nail bed, let it flow. Stroke it out, side, side, center. Dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. This is your cuticle ball. Place this ball almost at the cuticle. Get it as close as you can without touching, and then stroke it out, side, side, center. Then you have your fourth ball. This will be your stress ball. You can build your arch up a little bit. Place this ball almost at the cuticle. Let it flow. Get a little liquid. Stroke it out. Side, side, center. Wipe off your brush. Reprime. So the primer is wet when you apply your acrylic. This helps adhesion. Tap down my powder. Dip your brush in. Wipe it away. Drag towards you. Get your ball. Place this ball onto the free edge area. Let it flow. Pat it out. Bring up your side. Pat it out. Bring up your side. You're going to start tapering it out into your almond shape, stroking it out a little bit. This just helps you to bring it into that nice pretty almond shape. And take your brush this way and then that way, just kind of shaping it. Make sure we have the right length. Perfect. Look at the numbers here and you can see your length. Dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. Place this ball halfway down the nail bed. Let it flow, stroke it out, side, side, center. Wipe off your brush, dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. Place this ball about 32nd of an inch away from the cuticle. Get a little liquid there to help it flow and then stroke it out, side, side, center. Now when you're doing the long almond with the high arch, you want to make sure that you're building the product up more in the center part here because you want to have that nice arch on the nail. Now my cuticle ball was a little bit big, so I can make my fourth ball just a little bit smaller. That's what's so nice about doing the 4 ball, is each ball you can determine if you might need a little bit smaller or a little bit larger. And come in here, squeeze your C curve. Tapers out the nail. Makes the nail really strong. Apply your second coat of primer. Tap down your powder, dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you, get your ball, place this ball onto the free edge area, let it flow, pat it out, bring up the side, pat it out, bring up the side. And you're going to start making your shape. Stroke it out just a little bit and shape it into your almond. Get a little bit of liquid here. There we go. And we're out towards the 5 here, so dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. My first ball was a little small, so I'm going to make my second ball a little bit larger so I can come out here and build it up a little bit. Again, that's what's so nice about having your 4-ball system, is you can go and compensate a little bit with your balls, bigger or smaller. Dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. Place this ball about 32nd of an inch away from the cuticle, let it flow, then stroke it out, side, side, center. Wipe off your brush, dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. This is your 4th ball. Place this ball almost at the cuticle area, let it flow, and stroke it out, side, side, center. Just get a little bit on the skin there, just clean it off. There we go. And come in here, squeeze the C curve. You can also use your fingers. Taper it out. Okay. Second coat of primer. Dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. It's your free edge ball. Place. Let it flow, pat it out, bring up your side, bring up your side. Get a little liquid. We're going to stroke it out a little bit. Start tapering it in, making your almond shape. Get it just how you like it. There we go. Nice. Okay. Dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. Place this ball halfway down the nail bed, let it flow. 1, 2, 3, stroke it out, side, side, center. Wipe off your brush, dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. Place this ball about a 32nd of an inch away from the cuticle, let it flow, and stroke it out, side, side, center. Wipe off your brush, dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. This is your 4th ball. Place this ball almost at the cuticle, and then let it flow and then stroke it out, side, side, center. This is also your stress ball, and it gives you a nice arch in the nail. Okay. Second coat of primer. Dip your brush in, wipe away, drag towards you. Place that ball's not big enough. I'm going to get a different ball. If you don't get the right size ball, just wipe it off, start again. Dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. Great. This was a thumb, so you need a little bit bigger ball. Let it flow, pat it out, bring up your side, pat it out, bring up your side. Get a little liquid, stroke it out, make your shape. Start getting your almond shape there. There's lines. I'm making sure I go to a 5 out here. There we go. Dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. Whoops, I missed my C curve over there. Squeezing my C curve. But the good thing is these forms are so good that if you forget to squeeze your C curve, you still have a great shape in the nail. Okay, this one's still wet. Great. Get a nice curve in there. This makes the nail more tapered. Okay. Dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. Place this ball about 32nd of an inch away from the cuticle, but then you need to pat it out just a tad from side to side because it's hard to spread it that far apart. So you need to give it a little extra help. I don't pat the product around the cuticle though, because what happens is it'll get too thick and you get that little pie crust edge, and that can cause lifting. Dip your brush in, wipe it away, drag towards you. It's my 4th ball. Fill in any little area that I didn't get on the last ball. There we go. Nice. Okay, stroke it out. Wipe off your brush. Now squeeze the C curve. If it's a little bit sticky, just use your fingers. And you start down at the nail bed and you work your way out. The C curve is throughout the entire nail, just not the tip. Then I like to squeeze together my form at the very end, just to give it a little bit more of a tapered tip. I'm going to file my nails with the long-lasting 180 Zebra, and first I'm going to score the edge a little bit. That way you don't cut the cuticle. And this is my disposable etcher. Just throw that away. Let's remove the forms. I like to squeeze them at the tip a little bit first to release them. Makes it easier to get them off. Step number 1, file straight out from the groove, the nail groove on the left. Step number 2, filing straight out from the nail groove on the right. Just follow the shape of the nail. Okay, step number 3 of filing, we're going to shape the tip, and this is a tricky part when it comes to doing the almond nails. What we're going to do is we're going to hold the file almost flat underneath the nail. If I was going to do a square, I hold the file straight up and down. And actually you could make this into a ballerina or a coffin really easy just by squaring off the tip and then kind of giving it a little bit more rounded edges. But super, super easy to do a coffin after you've done this shape. But now we're going to do the almond. So we're going to hold this file underneath. And what this does is it starts ovaling out that tip and gets it nice and even. This is step number 3. So you're filing from the underneath, holding the file flat. This way your almond's getting really even. Then you're going to take your file and you're going to perfect the little edges there to get the shape that you want. There we go. Once you've gotten the shape from the underneath, it's really easy to shape the tip and perfect your shape because it's actually already even because you did all the underneath filing. There we go. Now step number 4, file the top of the nail, bevel down on the side, cross the top, down on the other side, down on the side, cross the top, down on the other side. And there's a little road. It's acrylic, natural nail cuticle, and you're going to place your file inside that little road. And then file the acrylic nice and smooth so it's flush with the natural nail. Step number 4, and do step number 4 on all 10 nails. If you're doing a full set, it'd be all 10, all 10, all 10, all 10. So you do each step of filing on all 10, go back to the next step of filing, all 10. And this way, your nails always look the same and it increases the speed of your filing. Bevel down on the side, cross the top, down on the other side, down on the side, cross the top, down on the other side. Get that little road. Get your file inside that little road. I use the edge of my file here, set it right in the road, go all the way around, get that cuticle area nice and smooth. Bevel down, cross the top, down on the other side. This way you're also not taking off the shape of your nail. You don't want to be filing straight across because then it takes that beautiful arch off your nail. You don't want it flat, especially with the almonds. The almonds have a really nice high arch. And you don't want to flatten them out because when they're flat, they look really fat. So an almond nail looks beautiful when it has a high arch and has very curved. But when an almond is really flat, it makes the nail look like it's wide. Make sure to keep that nice curve on the nail. Bevel down, cross the top, down on the other side. Nice long strokes. Down, across the top, down on the other side. Bevel down, across the top, down on the other side. Get it nice and smooth around that cuticle area. Nice long strokes. Flip the nail around from the client's angle. And bevel down towards the tip. This is the angle the client looks at for the next 2 weeks, so you want to make sure that it's just beautiful from her angle. There we go. Make sure it's beautiful from her angle. There we go. Nice long strokes, beveling down towards the tip, and I'm looking at it as I'm filing, so I'm getting that shape. Nice. Love that angle of filing. And then the thumb's always a little tricky. Turn it around. Bevel down towards the tip. You got to hold the finger at a little awkward angle, but it looks so pretty when you're finished. It's definitely worth it. Now I'm going to buff the nails with my clean finish buffing file. And when you buff, do long strokes. Then I make sure I get it really smooth around the cuticle with the buffer. Hold the finger really steady. Hold it tight. Don't let the finger wobble when you're filing or buffing. This is the most fun shape. I love making this shape. It looks so cool. Nice long strokes. And you can do this same shape shorter. You would just use less product, but the same system. I just love long nails. So all my clients have long nails. You can also buff towards the tip, just to make sure it's nice and smooth. There we go. Nice. And you can round off the tip a little bit if you like. I think I might just round them off just a little bit, but not with a file, just with the buffer. I don't want to take away my shape. I'm just going to take away a little bit of the sharpness. But you can leave the sharpness. You can actually taper it out even more and make it more sharp, and that gives you your modified stiletto. So there's so many different shapes you can do with just this same technique. There we go. Just rounding it out a little bit. But by not doing it with my file, I'm not reshaping the nail. All I'm doing is just rounding out those tips a little. Beautiful. Okay. Then have the client go wash their hands with antibacterial soft soak and a plastic manicure brush. Now I'm going to apply Top Gel Plus. This is an LED UV cure. Super shiny top gel. Nice long strokes. Cover the entire nail. Cap the tip. Nice long strokes. Use a really light touch when you're putting on your top gels. It makes it really smooth. Cure 2 minutes in a UV or 40 seconds in an LED. Clean off the nails with Clean It and a Wipe It. The Wipe Its are pharmaceutical grade, lint-free Wipe Its, especially for gel. And the Clean It is a 3-in-1. You can clean the surface of the tacky layer off, you can clean the natural nail, and you can clean your gel brush. Now I'm going to apply the Peach Conditioning Cuticle Oil, and this is also available in peach and gardenia to match your polish remover and your sanitize. So everything smells delicious. Now you have the long, high arch, almond-shaped sculptured nails with Trina Prisma and Top Gel Plus. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And remember, at Tammy Taylor Nails, nails are always fun and never feel like work.